Hey, how's it going everybody? It's Tanner here and welcome back to another Ninjago 2019 coverage video here on the channel. Now real quick before the video starts, I did mention in a little bit of a post on my YouTube community tab that I would be taking a break and that there would be no video today. However, we did get some new pictures for the actual official legacy sets, of course for Ninjago 2019, or at least the first half. So naturally I need to talk about this now because I'm not going to wait until Saturday to do it. So yeah, we're talking about that today, and I did take a little bit of a break though. I did not upload on Tuesday, so don't worry about me, I'll be fine. So just jumping right into this video here, we have a lot to talk about here because we have the official images again for the Ninjago Legacy sets, which if you do not know are basically the remake sets. They're basically going back to older Ninjago sets and older parts from the show, and they're basically redoing them to make them, of course, more show accurate. With the exception of the minifigures not being show accurate because they are all brand new is what I'm trying to say. So yeah, we'll just go through each set beat by beat and pretty much I'll give my thoughts on them and whether or not I'm going to be picking them up. Spoiler alert, you might see a lot of me saying, oh, I'm not really going to buy this. That's because I'm trying to buy a lot less Lego in general just because of, just other expenses and whatnot. So yeah, let's just jump right into it here and take a look at the first set in our lineup. This is set number 70670, the Monastery of Spinjitzu. So starting off with the big one here, this one looks actually pretty cool, and out of all of the legacy sets, this one is one that I look forward to, I guess, the most, and I know a lot of other people are looking forward to this one as well, because it is actually a show-accurate build of the monastery, and it does include the 6 ninja, along with Master Wu, and what appears to be a little skeleton guy there. So yeah, the 6 ninja are of course in their new suits for 2019. We do not know if these are the suits that we will be getting in the actual series itself, like, in the show. It does appear though that that will be the case, and yeah, these are the new suits. So right away, pretty cool. I already did videos discussing what the suits are and how they look. I do want to give a little bit of a overall thought to the box design as well. I really do like how Kai is in the corner again. It's taking a lot of that inspiration again from the original series of Ninjago, or at least that original release of sets. And considering these sets are supposed to be remakes and are supposed to be capturing that nostalgia factor, it makes a lot of sense. Also, on the side of the box, we do have a picture of Zane specifically for this one for some reason, and all of the Ninjago Legacy boxes will have that. Of course, not Zane for all of them, but they will still have one of the ninja off to the side as well. I apologize if it sounds like I'm shivering. It's because I am. It's quite cold where I am right now. It's quite cold in my room for some reason. But yeah, let's go ahead and move on to the next one. So next up we have Cole's Earth Driller, set number 70669. This one is an insane improvement over the original Earth Driller, that came out in 2013, I believe. And when you look at the thing, it does look insanely awesome. It's huge, it's more show accurate. Of course, it's not entirely show accurate because, again, in the show it could fit, what was it, 5 or 6 people? Here it really doesn't look like it can do that, but you do get, for minifigures, a few Stone Warriors, as well as Cole, of course, and Kai, which is an interesting choice. Again, Kai's in the upper right corner, and we have Cole on the side of the box this time, instead of Zane with the last one. And something else to note for this set, in addition to the Earth Driller itself, it also comes with finally a giant Stone Warrior that actually looks like the giant Stone Warrior that we saw in the show. We previously got it in minifigure form, and of course, it being a minifigure, it wasn't exactly to scale. This one is, and I really do like that quite a bit. Of course, this one looks cool. There's really not a lot that I can say about this, but something that I forgot to mention with the last one, in regards to the box, is that in the bottom left corner, it actually shows what season it's from. So, for example, the Earth Driller set is from Season 2, so I do like how they're putting that in there just to sort of go ahead and distinguish the sets from one another. Next up, we have Jay's Stormfighter, set number 70668. This one, in my opinion, is also a big improvement over the original, and from what I can tell, it does still transform like the original, so the wings will still split apart and whatnot, and yeah, that is pretty cool. For minifigures, we get Pythor, a new version of the purple Pythor. We have just a random snake guy, and then for Ninja, we have Jay and Nia. Obviously, Jay and Nia would be in the set for, obvious reasons. And yeah, going back to the actual design of the Stormfighter itself this time around, I really like the look of it. I still have my original Stormfighter, it's just taken apart. But if I do get this one, I will go ahead and do a comparison of those, because I do believe that that's what this wave is encouraging, at least towards older Ninjago fans. It's kind of encouraging us to go back and sort of compare and contrast the old versus the new, as well as capture that nostalgia factor, which is still present and heavy in many of us. And yeah, this set is pretty cool overall, and it's definitely one of the standouts in this entire wave, at least for me. Next up, we have kind of a weird one again, Kai's Blade Cycle and Zane's Snowmobile. They're kind of pairing them up this time around, instead of giving Kai, at least the Blade Cycle, its own little set, just like it was back in the day. This is set number 70667. And yeah, for minifigures, we get two snakes, Zane and Kai, obviously enough. Now, just looking at the designs of the snowmobile and the bike themselves, the snowmobile looks very similar to the original concept. Not much has changed there. The Blade Cycle is a new design, and I do not know if these transform at all. The Blade Cycle used to be able to do that, and the snowmobile, in my, in my thoughts, did not, or at least that's the way I remember it. But no sign of that here, and this looks to be sort of just like another one of those street race sets, like for Sons of Garmadon, we got the Snake Jaguar set with two bikes. So this is kind of, I guess, similar to that, and this will probably be, again, around the same price point as well. We have Kai in the corner still, and Kai on the side of the box as well. And overall, this one, while being a pretty strange set in my opinion, I can see why they did this and why they did not go ahead and package these two vehicles separately. That all goes back to business decisions on LEGO's part, and I can definitely see why they did that. Next up, here is one of the more controversial ones, the Golden Dragon. Now this one is obviously very different from the original Golden Dragon. This one is smaller, and the minifigure selection is smaller as well. But it is worth mentioning that the dragon does look at least a little more show accurate, despite being smaller. And yeah, we have Lloyd on the side of the box, as always, in his new golden form. Excellent to see this back again. Speaking of minifigures and new forms, there is the Overlord figure in this set, and he looks very different from the original. Of course, they could pretty much do whatever they wanted for the remakes, and I don't know why they wouldn't have just done, say, a Golden Dragon versus Overlord Dragon, as that would have been entirely, I guess, show accurate. This one really isn't. I mean, the dragon is, but the overall set and the overall style of it definitely is not. I think this one could have been improved quite a bit in terms of the actual substance and in terms of the actual set itself. But for what it is and for what the dragon is, and for a cheap $20 set, it's actually not that bad. You get some good minifigures and some good, I guess, exclusive parts coming from the Golden Dragon itself. Next up, here's one that also isn't very show accurate, the Samurai Mech. I really don't know what this one is. It's very small. It looks nothing like the Samurai Mech in the show. Maybe it was trying to capture a different Samurai Mech, but who knows how that works. Of course, we have Nia and two skeleton warriors for minifigures. Seems appropriate enough. Nia is not in her ninja suit, though. She is in her Samurai X gear. It looks like the ninja suit is underneath it, so I wonder if you can swap out between Samurai and Ninja. I think that could be interesting. But overall, this one really doesn't impress me that much. Yeah, it's really not that show accurate, as the older Samurai Mech is actually, you know, more show accurate and larger, so I don't know why anyone would take this one over the old one. And for our last little small set here, we have Monastery Training, featuring Kai and Nia as minifigs. This one is very similar to the set that came out for the Ninjago movie, which was the Spinjitzu Training set. So just a small set with two minifigures, and yeah, there's really not much else to it. I will say, though, this wave is really interesting in terms of availability for minifigures, and we'll see more of that coming with these next sets, which of course are the brand new spinners. So yeah, we do have spinners here. I'm not going to say much about these in terms of like individuals, because there really isn't that much to talk about. They all look very similar, and they all have very similar attributes to them. I will say, though, that it does not look like the minifigures in these spinner sets will be any different from the overall Ninja minifigures that we get in the regular sets. So naturally, this will be an easy choice for collectors if they just want the minifigures. This would be an easy choice instead of buying the actual sets. Just buy the spinners because the minifigures are the same. So if you're just after minifigs, the spinners are, of course, your go-to. We have individual spinners for the original four Ninja, Kai, Jay, Cole, and Zane, but Lloyd is partnered with Garmadon in sort of a two-pack versus set, and both of the minifigures look great as always. And for a starter set, so we're bringing back starter sets for spinners, so that's nostalgic, we have Master Wu and Nia. So all around very interesting for the spinners. They have great designs, and it looks like the customization factor is back. I just hope they bring back the trading cards somehow. That would be amazing, and that would definitely complete it. And in terms of the actual, I guess, my thoughts on this overall wave, I really do like what I'm seeing so far. I like the, of course, attachment to the nostalgia that I have with it, because of course I was around when many of these sets were being actually put out in stores, or at least the originals, and I remember getting those and loving those, and now that they're remaking them, it makes me want to buy them all and love them all again. And I feel like that was the overall goal of the Ninjago team this time around, was to go ahead and capture that nostalgia, and they definitely did it, and I will for sure be picking some of these up when they are released in early 2019. So thanks a lot for watching this video, guys. If you enjoyed it, as always, feel free to give it a huge thumbs up rating, and of course the subscribe button is there for you to click at your leisure. Doing that would go a long way to helping out the channel, and I would very much appreciate it. Of course, the comment section is yours for the various discussions that you want to have regarding this topic. Feel free to discuss what you guys think of all these sets down below, or if you just had a comment of a general nature, that is fine as well. Thanks a lot for watching once again, guys. My name is TannerFishies, and with that I bid you farewell.